welcome to the 2019-2020 Girls Tam High School Soccer Banquet. For those of you who don't know me, which would be surprising if you didn't, since this is my fourth time doing this, I'm Lily Travers' father, and this is her last year, and it's been a delight to be a part of this. Plus, I think I didn't volunteer. I think I was the last parent to pick the last activity to take care of for freshman year. I got stuck with it, so it's great to be here. I just want to give a heartfelt thank you and a goodbye to all the seniors who are moving on to obviously new experiences in their lives. So it's been great having you play with us and be here and be a part of this program. I know we all appreciate that. I also want to thank all of the parents and obviously all the volunteers who spent time obviously at the games and behind the scenes, because if it wasn't for all of you, we wouldn't be, this wouldn't have gone over smoothly as it has over the last couple of years. And then obviously, last but not least, I thank to all the coaches and all the trainers and all the people that helped obviously make sure that this program runs smoothly. So big round of applause for them. A couple of the highlights. I want to start just with the JV team. Congratulations to an undefeated season. A team that was headed up by Luis Flores and Jake Rodas. And their undefeated season with an outstanding goal differential of 80. 87 goals scored upon and only conceded 7. Wow. Congratulations. That's pretty amazing. Okay. And as for the, that's fantastic. It's great news in terms of the varsity team, headed by Shane Kennedy and Paul Leyland. They also had an undefeated league season with a goal differential of 46. That's 50 goals scored and only 4 conceded through the end of last weekend. So congratulations to both teams and all girls. And there's Luis. Last but not least, I want to obviously mention the fact that the overall parent game attendance differential was the highest in the history of the Tam High School athletics. So well done, parents.
I got it.
All right, you got it. Okay, so now I'd like to bring up.
I think I need to introduce myself to this crowd. Thanks for everybody for being here. Let's talk a little bit about this team. 14-0-2, pretty impressive. We got a record-setting goalkeeper. I know that Flat-O-Matic is humble enough to know that she does not do that alone. That's a reflection of the program that she plays in. No, it's true. She makes big saves for us, but I was a goalkeeper, so I know that she's thankful to you guys, and you guys all have a great relationship. We have the stingiest defense in the MCAL, 4 goals allowed. Our back line is really something special. Our midfield is fabulous. I mean, the combination of players in the midfield is just perfection. We have a true 6. We got an 8 in transitions and attacking. And we had 13 different players score goals. 13 different players score goals. We were we're second in the league in goals scored, and I think one of the reasons that is because I don't believe in running up scores or leaving players on to get 3 and 4 goals when the game is already won. I don't see that. I just don't see it. I just don't understand it. We gave up the fewest with 4, along with Branson. 4 goals in 16 games. 4 goals in 16 games. That's amazing. And again, that's the thing. I think, when people talk about this team 14-0-2 and scoring goals, we're a defensive team. That's what we do first and foremost. We defend. And then we get the ball, and we're free with the ball when we flow with the ball. And that's why we score goals. But we win the ball first and early. And it shows. So that's awesome. I love that. Just amazing team chemistry. Everybody on this team is amazing. It's everybody gets along. It's just a great group of girls. We have great leadership. Okay? And we have not just captains that are great leaders, but we have a lot of leaders across the board. So that's a wonderful thing. Everyone on the same page. It's fun to coach. I feel like this year I have coached less with this team than any team I've ever had. I feel that they solve so many problems on their own. Whether they want to try and change a formation, what? That's it, G? But I do feel they have, there's a very high soccer IQ here. In general, people are playing more soccer. I think that, I personally believe that youth soccer is overcoached. I think that if you roll the ball out there, these kids have really good instincts, and I think if you have a good shape and you have people in some responsible places on the field, they kind of know what their general assignment is and position is. A team this good with this many seniors, which helps also, should be free to play. So a lot of times I bark over there, but they're not listening. So I would say the greatest quality of this team is its heart. We are champions. Okay, we are champions because we scored a late goal against Branson, first time through. That was Sydney. Okay? A late win against Redwood with Karina with a topo. Okay? We came back to tie Redwood after being down 1-0, and we showed that goal right there. That was T showing calm and just rolling the ball into the back of the net. A late goal versus Branson, which I literally came unglued. I mean, I was going to run out and hug Hannah. It was like such an incredible moment for such an incredible kid. I mean, just really beautiful. And then the late goal we had the other day by Brooklyn against MC. Okay, that's championship. That's hard. Okay, that's fighting to the end. It's never quitting. It's being down sometimes and finding a way to get back in games. Never giving up. Those are all late goals, and that's 5 different kids. That's amazing to me. I mean, I'm sorry, but that is just, it's incredible. And now we're going to talk about some individuals. There's some letters we gave out to some sophomores. We'll start with June. What? You don't have to go up. You'll make her come up?
Yes.
Yeah, you're all right, June. June is just always happy. She's always got a smile on her face. She's super tough and hard. Now she's staring at me. Tough and hard work. She's got a great attitude, a team player, a developing player. I see a lot of growth this year for you, more technical, better understanding of the game. I don't know where you're going to end up, whether it'll be at a wing or an outside back, but I think you're so athletic, there's a lot of possibilities for you, especially with your speed. Your technique, like I said, has improved greatly, as is your decision making. I think you've been a great fit for this team, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself, because I've enjoyed having you on. Come on out. technical player and tactical player, super smart. The thing that I've liked about her this year, I think she's benefited from training at this level in terms of the physicality and the speed of play. The ideas are all there, the technique is all there. And I think that going forward, I think you're going to be a very, very interesting player for us. I think you can play a lot of possible positions. I would say any of the front three or any of the midfield spots. You have a good understanding of movement. Technically, you're very, very strong. And I hope you have enjoyed being with this group and learned a lot, because I think you have. I see a lot of improvement. Coming up. Okay, Ari. I think it just runs in the family, the craftiness. I was laughing the other day because I forget who we were playing, but Ari got in and lifted a ball in between two defenders and jumped between the two of them, and they both crashed into each other. That's very Greenberg-like. Super enthusiastic, very intelligent. You're going to develop into a very dangerous attacking player. I'm excited to see where you end up on the field. Again, I think you're a front five player somewhere. You could play outside back and just be overlapping all the time like Jordy or something. Great movement off the ball, and just a great kid to have on the team, and super enthusiastic. So I'm glad you were on the team. I think you benefited from it, and so did we. All right. So Sydney made herself well known in a pretty impressive way. I have 5 game-winning goals. Is that correct? I think that number's correct. 5 game-winning goals. Woo! That's pretty impressive. She's tough, she's technical, great instincts, great pace, hardworking. Kind of the surprise of the season, I didn't really think that your game was at the level that it was. So, good for you, man. I think that's awesome. I'd love to be proved wrong. You guys know that. Yeah. And I think maybe you're a little surprised yourself at your success. But that's a nice thing. That's a good thing. But you're a real natural player. You enjoy it. I know that's in terms of the team too, for all these younger players. I just think this older group is so welcoming. It's such a good group to come into and learn about leadership and about team. And I think all 4 of these kids have had that great opportunity, and you have too. So, come on up. Well, we have a big and strong and good quality junior class, and I think that some of these players have been very patient and have kind of had to wait their turn a little bit with the really outstanding seasons that our seniors have had. So I thank you for that patience. Everybody wants to play, I get that. But it's a great group of kids, really, really impressive group of kids. I'm looking down this list, and the quality is fantastic. I'm going to start with Cassie, who's humble and hardworking and versatile. I feel like right now I can trust her, put her on anywhere on the field, and she's going to work hard and get the job done. Connect passes, again, a wing, a midfield spot, an outside back spot. But I never hesitated when we needed some way to put Cassie on the field. I'm looking forward to her continuing to grow as a player. And be a big part of what we're doing in the coming year, and even in this postseason. So, thank you for all that you do, and being such a good teammate. Logan. Logan is such a great teammate. I didn't really know Logan that well. Kind of knew her to say hello. I think she was a little scared of me, and I was a little scared of her. But it's been such a pleasure having you on this team. And it's going to sound funny, but one of my favorite days with you was the day that you texted me. You were walking to practice, and that you hadn't left enough time, and you were going to be late. And then Amari picked you up and got you there on time. But then you trained, okay, you worked your tail off at training. And then we had our meeting out there. All of a sudden you came out, you had on pants, a blouse. I said, where are you going? She goes, well, now I'm going to work. I went, wow, that is so impressive. Like, I just think that's amazing. And it just goes to, like, what a hard worker you are. And I want you to know you're physical, you're tough, and you are hardworking, and I value what you bring to this team. And I'm really glad that you're on it. So, you go. Well, Claire's not here, but I'm going to talk about Claire. One of the hardest things for athletes and for coaches of athletes is for kids to get injured. And Claire was injured for a long time and worked hard to come back. When she wasn't at PT, she was on the sideline doing whatever she could do, keeping Ryerson company. Those two right there, I didn't want to know what they were talking about. But she's a fantastic athlete. She's versatile, can play anywhere. Again, she's not here tonight because she's not feeling well. She's been a little bit under the weather. And it's difficult and it's impressive when kids put in that kind of time and effort and work. With not necessarily getting the reward right away. A lot of kids would not do that, and Claire is one that does so. Just want to give Claire her due, even though she's not here. So. Okay. I have a smile on my face because I'm going to talk about Shu right now. See how everybody reacts? She just has an incredible sense of humor. I just enjoy having you on this team so much. I really do. And that humor brings so much to the environment and the atmosphere. And everybody loves you, You're a great kid. And, you work hard, you're a great teammate. But I just think that you have a quality about you that you bring that's kind of special in terms of your personality. And it's important. It plays a big part in what we do. And, I know you and I have some fun, but I appreciate that you can get right back at me. I think that type of relationship is important to have with players. Not all players, but, and I just think you're a great addition to this team. So I want you to know that we value you incredibly, okay? Well, I'm sure. That's not the same thing about chocolate, so I'm okay.
My dad's not here, so.
What? Kelly is one of our most technical players. She's great in small spaces, great in possession. I think that I would love to see her get more time this year. I think she's a kid that hasn't got as much time, quite frankly, that you deserve, based on some of the seniors and them playing. But I want you to know what a great player I think you are. I watched some of those videos and some of the pictures, and I see you always in and around the action. You're super hardworking. You scored a banger of a goal against MC early in the year. You've had some great assists and passes. You love the team, and the team loves you. So your time's coming, so you be patient. But know that I value everything that you bring and that you do. Okay? You got that? You got that? Are they picking on you? They get it.
And that's it, nothing else.
All right.
Mine's in the
Ellie Ryerson. Leeson? Okay. Again, I'll get to back to where I got to with Claire. When kids get injured, it's really, really hard. It's hard on the family, it's hard on the player, it's hard on the coach. And this girl right here can really play, really play. And I'm hoping we are through all that, and we're going to see you build from here forward, and all the way into next year. You've been incredibly dedicated, the PT all the time, the communication all the time, just doing a great job of keeping yourself involved and keeping your head positive. It's a hard thing to do. I hope I've done my part. I've tried. Just a fantastic player. I think that to see you bang home that goal versus Drake was amazing. And then the setup with, I think Kelly was in it with you and with T to score that goal against MC to open up was kind of showed your qualities, and I think there's a lot more there, but I'm just really proud of how you hung in there, because you've had a long battle, but you know what? I think it's coming to an end, so here you go. I didn't quite know what to do. Oh, the mini beast. Kirsten Whetstone. A true eight, and I think one of the best midfielders in the league, in my opinion. I think getting better. I think what we've seen, especially in these last couple of weeks, is the mentality and the head change, and realize that just winning the ball and keeping the ball is great, but she's capable of doing more. And we're starting to see her turn the ball upfield and attack. We've had a couple of gorgeous goals out of you because you've done that. I had a bird's eye view of the one in San Rafael, left-footed that bent into the corner. I was like, thank you for that. I just think that you're really, truly becoming, a box-to-box midfielder and one of the best around. Technically, you're obviously advanced, and I think you're right where you need to be. There's more there, but I think all the pieces are in place, and now you got to recognize those moments when you can take over, dominate games, get yourself forward, and I got an assist on one of those goals there, but you can ask your parents. Anyway, I think I'm so excited to see where this is all going to end up, So, here's what's that. Okay, well, I was quoted in the paper on this one. Best 1v1 defender in the league, without a doubt. Put Jordy on anybody, and it's lights out. Just the way it is. Just the way it is. I see people literally shut down. It's just a great thing to have, and this balance we have with Michaela and Jordy on the outsides is just a really interesting how we can match up with teams because of their two strengths. But she's not only the best one-v-one defender, she's also the best attacking outside back in the league. I think you're on maybe 7 assists right now or something. But get all the way up the park, all the way back. Decision making is fantastic. it's just, again, you're one of those players that's starting to really open up your game. I don't know, I mean, I even think you could be a midfielder. You know, I think there's so many possibilities for you. I don't know where you end up. But clearly, you give us a great advantage when you can get in that attack, and we try and attack with, you know, with keeping a 6 and our 2 or 4 or 5 in sometimes, or an outside back and sending our 6. So that's the type of thing, that type of freedom that I want these kids to have. Be able to read the game, see who's going, is the space available, attack the space, have someone else spin in an open space, and they're all starting to get these concepts and these ideas. And you're one of the best at it, and certainly one of the best in the league at it, not just for us. So I'm enjoying watching you play. I'm enjoying watching you grow as a player and as a person. Let's just keep doing it, man. Come on. I feel like I should talk about the odd couple together. Right? Right? I'll start with Maury. Let's put it this way. Maury's come a long way from the time I stepped out of the locker room in the field house her freshman year, and she was dancing for everybody. And I stood behind her for probably 5 minutes, and everybody was like, and now she has grown so much, so much. She's a fantastic leader. She's coachable. I mean, last year we went, we had to have a little sit down, just to kind of get ourselves on the same page. I think she felt that was on her too much, and I felt that wasn't on her enough. And we found common ground, but you know, this year I'm seeing a much more mature player and person. In my opinion, one of the top center backs in the league. Decision making is much improved. She's tough, but she's physical. She's a much better passer out of the back, and quite frankly, she's more coachable. Willing to listen, willing to take coaching, not take it personally, and it shows in her game. I think you're really, really advancing for that. I really do. So come on up here and do a dance before. Okay.
Thank you.
So the other part of the odd couple is Peyton. So when I was thinking about this team, and I said, oh, Peyton want to get us, they're not going to get along. They love each other. It's unbelievable, like 2 sisters. I saw them fighting the other day on the field, like who was going to the opposite side of the field in warm-ups to kick long balls. It's like, what are you doing right now? I love it. It's fantastic. Well, Peyton is our true individual. You know, I'll tell you early in the year, like she came into her hair, she had her hair dyed brown. I go, oh man, your hair looks really good. The next day she comes in, it's pink. I said, oh, that looks amazing. I even like that better. The next day, it's blonde. I go, yeah, you know, blonde's nice. Next day it's blue. So you know what, I don't like the blue. Next day it's blue. Blue and purple. Anyway, Peyton talked about growing up and maturing and becoming a fantastic soccer player. And brings a physicality to us that all teams need. Both Maury and she does, but Peyton is particularly mean sometimes. They're a great pair, and I think that she has become much more disciplined in her decision making, much stronger and smarter with the ball at her feet. She's just a fantastic player. I feel so confident with these two, and I have to say I'm surprised. I thought that there would be, you know, a longer, kind of a longer growing period for them. I just didn't know how long it was going to take. But honestly, you're the best player in the league. I know you play for me. Maybe everybody doesn't think that, but I believe that. I really do. I'm not saying it just to say it. You complement each other, and I just think it's really fun to watch you two play. You have really, really turned into a fantastic player. But there's room for improvement. Don't get carried away. But I love your individuality. You know, it's one of the things I was talking to somebody about earlier in the year, and we're actually talking about, you know, kind of philosophy of programs, and this is I'm gonna expand a little bit on this just quickly, but we're talking about the Drake boys and how they all dye their hair blonde, and I was going, yeah, I'm not really into that. You know, I'm much more into 22 individuals that choose to become a team, and they all take their individual strengths and their power, and I think that for me, that's what I like. I like individuals. I like people to express themselves. I hope you guys all feel you have the freedom to, you know, to come talk to me and, you know, get into me a little bit if you want. I don't mind that at all. Matter of fact, I encourage it. I think it's important. And, you know, Peyton doesn't need any encouragement to do that. But Peyton knows I love her and I believe in her. And you are a fantastic player. I just love where you are, and you just keep growing and doing your thing. Come on up.
It stays on my back.
Okay. Me, believe it or not, are on this amazing senior class, which is amazing. Looking at this list right now, and the contributions from everybody on this list to the success of this team is massive. I mean, it's really, I've never had a senior class this powerful in terms of the impact they have soccer-wise on a season. I've had all amazing kids, a lot of amazing kids, but everybody on this list has had some incredible moments. I'll start with Lauren Berger. I think Lauren is, she's kind of our speed merchant. She's quick and she's fast. She's dangerous. She flies around out there. I think she's super comfortable this year. She competes hard. She's a big part of. She's had a big part of our success this year. She's had some massive goals, scored in both TL games. The goal at TL, Jordy floated across, and I'm thinking, oh, that's going out. That's going to be. And out of nowhere, just comes this flash of speed for a tap in, and it was a massive goal. We really needed that goal. It wasn't really a tap in; it was more of a volley, but it was a fantastic goal. And the second goal, the technique for the goal against MC the other day, and the calmness under pressure at 1-1 in a crowd was extraordinary. Paul and I, it was just like, man, that was fantastic. You also stepped in and played goal this year for us when we had no other goalie, and that was a huge sacrifice. Again, being a team player, needed a goalkeeper for a game, and you volunteered to do it, and you got a shutout, which was amazing. So I'm just super, super pleased for you. A great year, some massive goals, and a shutout. Not a bad senior year, kiddo. Come on up. So I think one of the most fun thing you can do as a soccer player for TAM is to score a winning goal against Redwood. Right? And it was just so fun. But even more impressive is the second game we played Redwood at home. I think I took you off in the first half, and I was like, man, you're really playing great. She goes, this is Karina, by the way. This is so much fun. I'm having so much fun. I'm stressing out. And she's just having fun. She just has such a great attitude, super positive, a great teammate. You're just having a great season. I mean, it's so fun to see. You're a team first kid, you know, tough and dependable. You have a great sense of humor. Like sometimes I'll talk to her and I'll walk away and she hits me with a zinger. It's like, did she just say that? And I'll turn around, she's got that smile right there. That's right there. But there's more out there for you. The other thing that's really fun is a lot of these kids run track. So I get to go out and do track, and you do the jumps. And I love to watch you go out and jump. It's really a kick. You're a hell of an athlete. No, it's really fun. I mean, these kids have so much fun with it, you know. So you're just a joy to have on this team. You're a great teammate. And just keep having fun this year. Do what you do. Come on up. This is another amazing athlete. I know I've always talked about her surfing, but last year I went to a track meet, and this is Hannah. And I was on the infield, and she was going to run, warming up, and I said, you know, what are you doing? I'm doing the mile. And I said, okay, you know, stick around. And I said, what do you think you can do? She goes, I'm going to go for 6 minutes. And I'm thinking, that's really fast. And so I stayed and watched the race, and I don't know whether she got 6 minutes or not, but if she didn't, she got 6:01 or 6:02 or 6:03. And she's going to get 6 minutes this year for sure. Just super competitive. I watched her just dig in and really go for it. So that was really fun to see you do that. But more fun, what do you think was more fun? For me, watch you score against Branson. Because Coach came unglued. Good thing they had me on a tether, because I came running down the sideline like, yeah! I was like, no, Coach! You can't run on the field. But what an amazing moment for such a great athlete, and the time you've put in to this program. Much deserved. So again, these are the type of moments this senior class is having, and it's really great. Very versatile, can play all the front positions for us. Again, the highlight moment, and maybe there's another one in you. You have one in you, so you know, keep thinking that way, because I'd love to see you bang another one home against those bastards. Whoops. No. Come on up. I think this next player is probably the most humble athlete I probably ever coached, and that's Michaela Lynn. Fantastic cross-country runner, great hurdler in track, great soccer player. She came up near the end of cross-country, I don't know if it's at the end, but near the end, and said, you know, I think I kind of need a week, and I'm thinking, I think she's going to come out. I got that vibe, she may not be coming out. So I went on all red alert, and I got the captains. I said, hey, look, I said, Michaela might not be coming out. We need to get her to come out to this team, and we need her. She's an amazing athlete. She's going to have fun. So I said, okay, you know, take your week, whatever. So 3 days in, I think I ran into her again. I go, yeah, you know, I think we had Sandra Fell or Sandra ran first or whatever. And I don't know whether you thought I wasn't going to play you or what, but I started you next game. That's how much respect I have for you as an athlete, because I knew that you could compete right away. And you're a tremendous competitor, and you've earned your spot in this program. And I'm really glad that you decided to come out. And I think you are too, because you're having a great season, and one of the reasons we're having a great season is because of you and your versatility. You know, you mostly play right back, but you can play center, but you can actually play anywhere on the field. That's how athletic you are. So I just think you're an incredibly important part of what we do. And I know the track coach is not happy with me right now. But I'm happy. And I hope you're happy. And I think you are. Are you happy? Yeah. You better be! Come on. Okay, Eloise Flat-O-Matic, also known as Ellie Flat. I will tell you this, I've been around this game for a long time, and no team wins without having great goalkeeping. Okay, you have to have great goalkeeping. And again, you know, the shutout record over time just shows you consistency. Not only of team, but also of goalkeeping. There are moments. It's harder to be a goalkeeper on a winning team than it is on a losing team. Because on a losing team, you can fly around and make 5 saves and lose 3-0, and everybody goes, well, that was great. Try making 1 save in an important game. That's hard. That's hard. And Ellie has done that a ton for us through the years, and she's going to do it more coming up. Like the penalty kick shootout against Branson 2 years ago, if you remember the penalty kick save she made. So these are why, you know, we are where we are as a program. You know, she's very athletic. She can really do it all. Play with her feet. She's a great thrower. Has a great arm. Massive punts and goal kicks. I enjoy most watching when you pull crosses out of the air and glove challenges. I just think it's not seen that much, and it's just you just do it so gracefully and with power. You know, you're a courageous shot stopper. I have found goofy and funny too. I think you are that. I think that there's a great sense of humor in you, and I think the kids really enjoy it. And you really, you know, and I think it's been a challenge, and I think you've really done a great job with being a captain. You know, I think it was a challenge for you, and I think you really stepped up to it. And in my opinion, you have done the best job of any goalkeeper in the league this year. So I hope you get your just desserts. I'll talk to you later about the M-Count meeting, which happens tomorrow. It's always a very interesting one, but personally I think we should have 11 kids on it, but that's another discussion. But we're very fortunate to have you, and I want you to know we're going into a lot of pressure games right now. We all have your back, and you need to enjoy yourself. You need to realize that, you know, this is the last month of a fantastic high school career, and you know, because of you and because of everybody here, we've earned the right to play in these big games and have these big moments. So I'm going to tell you to enjoy it, goalkeeper to goalkeeper, okay? Take a deep breath and relax and trust yourself. I'm serious. I mean that. Okay, I've been there. Yeah, is she breathing out your neck too? Anyway.
Made her way more nervous. Oh.
This is 7.0.
The ones that are blank are off the charts. There's not a number behind it. All right.
It goes above and beyond the 4.0 scale.
Well, I will say this. We have, in my not so humble opinion, one of the best 1v1 players in the league, without question and T. You know, I'll go back to coaching again. I think a lot of times, you know, kids come through these systems and all this creativity and this freedom on the ball gets coached out. Everybody's putting down cones, and I know she gets mad at me when I do limited touches. That's not for you, that's for everybody else, Steve. But, you know, dribbling is part of the game, and it's risk-taking, and you don't always win at it, but you have to do it. You have to have someone that's willing to take that chance to attack on the dribble. And she's very creative in doing so, and I've seen her do some really horrible things with some defenders. And I want her to keep doing it because she's a true 10. A kid that can create, playing behind that target, run through, all those other things, and it's part of these three midfielders that complement each other so well. She's got a cannon of a shot, super composed. I think, excuse me, the Redwood video right there where she just kind of got free. And we're down 1-0 right there, folks, okay? And just roll the ball into the corner, super calm. Just shows you how classy you really are as a player. So, I love it. I love it. Again, I mean, I think you're one of the top 5 players in the league. I don't know what's going to happen, but I tell you, if I were to grab 5 kids, you'd be in that mix, kid. You're a great player. I've enjoyed coaching you. Okay, come on up. Here you go. There'll be a lot of S coming up in the next couple of minutes here. Again, I'm going back to a midfield player. This is kind of our boss right here. Okay? The way I coach is I like to have 1-6. A kid that sits in front of the back line and makes the game. What that allows you to do, it allows Whetstone to dribble and drive forward, and T to dribble and drive forward, and our outside backs to get high and attack. Okay, this is what G gives us. Okay, and some bite and some boss, and you need that. You need that. Just a fantastic leader. The ability to dribble drive yourself. Dribble drive. Somebody say that? Dribble drive. You know, the game is a lot of times transition moments. Like, what are you going to do when you lose the ball? What are you going to do when you win it? And this is the kid that transitioned us more than anybody. The ball ends up on her foot in these situations. And her decision making is why we are where we are. One of the big reasons we are where we are. And again, I go back to this complementary 3 midfield combination that we have. And I think that, you know, she has a game in front of her. Working on switching the park more for coach, just to keep me quiet. But just a fantastic player and a great leader. Tough as nails. I'm going to go back to, I think, your sophomore year when we were down 2-0 to Branson. Was that your sophomore year? Yes.
In the final?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when Ellie made the save later. We were down 2 goals. And the kid I saw go get the ball out of goal and run it up the midfield and put it down and go, let's go, was G as a sophomore. And I remember turning around to Paul and go, that's what I'm talking about. Okay? We came back, we tied that game, and we won it in PKs. So this is, again, just a kid that doesn't come along all that often. And again, I'll put her in T's category as one of the top 5 players in the league without question. Without question. Whether the rest of the league is smart enough to know that or not, I doubt it, but that doesn't really matter to me. Fantastic player, great leader, and let's go. Let's go, starting on Thursday, man. Let's go, G. Right here. Okay. So every team needs a heart. Right? Every team needs a heart. Someone's at the center, okay? Setting the heartbeat, getting people ready, wanting to do the cheering, do the dirty work, outwork people. Nothing selfish, just all about team, and that's Lily Travers. We had a long talk last summer. I know that when she did not make the club team she wanted to make about, well, you know, I don't know, I want to play field hockey, or what do you play? Field hockey, right? I said, play field hockey, man. You're an athlete, you'll have a great time. And I think it worked out fantastic. Well, don't worry about your soccer, you'll be fine. And you are fine, because you're a great athlete and a great person, and you're always going to bring something. Okay, and you're going to play field hockey in the spring. Well, what you bring is your leadership. Okay? The kids came to me last year and said, Lily needs to be a captain. Okay? And I said, okay, no problem. And they were 100% right. Okay? This is like I said, this is the heartbeat right here. And you have to have it. You have to have someone that wants to make those sacrifices, that puts team above self, else nothing works. Someone's got to do that and lead by example, and that's Lily Travers. Come on up. Oh, I did it again. I forgot to give them their flowers.
Captains, I want to say a few words.
Oh, my hand.
Polly, before the season, when we heard you got a new job, most people were joking around like, what? Polly? A job? At first it was funny. You know, Polly, anything that doesn't have to do with soccer is pretty hard to imagine.
But then we realized that you might not be able to coach us with this new responsibility, and then we were like, oh, is this for real? Anyways, we are so thankful that you're managing a full-time job and still finding time to come coach us and inspire us.
I'm gonna be honest, since our freshman year, I still haven't been able to understand at least half the words that come out of Polly's mouth. But the half I do understand has been nothing but helpful and encouraging.
I don't feel that.
In almost every practice and game, I hear your voice on the sideline, either yelling at Ellie to step off her line or at me to shoot the ball. This constant voice really stays with me, and because of your encouragement, I've been shooting more, and I feel that I've really improved my game. On the other hand, Polly has also told me to get mean and to be aggressive. Now, I'm leading the team in the number of yellow cards. I also lead the team in the number of fights.
It's so crazy.
Polly, your advice for me to step off my line has also worked for the most part, until I got chipped in the Redwood game. You've become such an important part of our high school soccer careers, and I can't thank you enough for that. From warming me up before our games to our PKs during practice, speaking of which, Polly owes me $5. Everything you've done has led to me having a better understanding of the game, even if you tell me to do something and Shane immediately after tells me to do the opposite.
We loved every moment of the season with you coaching us, and I can't even begin to imagine my next winter season not spent without that constant echo in my ear and without your encouraging advice. Thank you, Polly, for your determination, resilience, and all your hard work in helping Tam Girls Varsity Soccer stay undefeated this whole season and become the #1 seed in MCALs.
Thank you.
Look, Shane's nervous. I can see it.
It's true.
I know we're all sick and tired of hearing about Shane, but this is the last part, don't worry. Okay. Shane and I tend to have a love-hate relationship. It's mostly love, but there's definitely some tension that goes on. For example, literally 2 days ago, during senior day, we had taken a nice, normal picture of us smiling together, and then right after he goes, okay, now put your fist up, we're gonna pretend like we're fighting and punch each other for this one. I wish I was kidding, I'm really not. Anyways, Shane, because of this relationship that keeps me constantly laughing, I can honestly say that I'm going to miss you so much next year. All of the seniors will. Your coaching style is unbeatable. It makes us all not only grow as soccer players, but as individuals. Shane always has everyone's best interest at heart, except when he gets mad at us and makes us do fitness, and always pushes us to do better. For all 4 years that I've played in this program, Shane has always encouraged us and has said, "I honestly think we're the best team at MCALs." Whether or not you mean it every year, it brings something important and special to the table. Shane, you are truly unique in what you do. Whenever someone brings up Tam Soccer, your name almost always immediately follows. You are this program and what makes it so special. Thank you so much for everything you have done for me and for everyone on this team. I'll miss you very much next year.
Okay, Shane, words cannot describe how much of an impact you've had on my life. You've always encouraged me and pushed me to be the best player and person I can be. I'm gonna start crying. Wait, hold on. Okay, joining this, I can't do this. Oh my god, I wasn't gonna cry. Okay, joining this team my freshman year shaped me into the person I'm here today, and you were the reason why. Shane is one of those people that you could go up to and have a conversation for hours on end, especially at Pete's Coffee, sipping your snow leopard tea or busting in the depot. You've supported us through not only struggles we face on the soccer field, but struggles we face in our personal lives. From breakups to high school drama, you've always been supportive and know exactly how to put a smile on our faces, especially when you bring your wife's cookies after games. Shane is such a special person. Shane is such a special person and can always tell if something is wrong, even if no one else can. He always knows exactly what to say and knows how to cheer you up. You can count on Shane to tell you how it is, even though it sometimes sucks. We have all had those talks with Shane, and I think I've learned more from those conversations than with any other mentor. It is clear that you've made such an incredible impact on everyone's lives, not just within this group of kids, but for every kid you've ever coached. Seeing alumni come and sit on the bench, reminiscing on the good times that you've created, goes to show that you were able to create such a close relationship and environment for players that they want to come back for more. At the end of the day, Shane is not just a coach, he's a mentor, and has created a name for Tam High Soccer that will live on forever. Thank you, Shane, for everything you've done for all of us. You'll never be forgotten.
But the point is that this is the last season that our girls will have Shane and Paul and the rest of this TAM staff as their coaches for Tam High Soccer. So I'm here to simply say that we're fortunate to have coaches who know the game so well. But most importantly, what I'm really here to say is that we are beyond crazy lucky that they love the game and they love our girls as much as they do. Shane, you blow me away. Dude, your time, your personal sacrifice, and overall dedication is simply off the charts. And we know you don't do it for the money, honey. It's because of what's in here, right? And for that, we'll be forever grateful. Thank you, and go postseason Hawks.
This concludes the 2019-2020 season and banquet. I appreciate all of you coming and our support, everything you all do. After 4 years, I've been always wanting to do this, so good night, everyone.